Beneath wind-scoured roots, a laughter heavier than weather mocks the air. The Tambaloslos leads pilgrims from the lamp to the swamp, vows sewn in kneeling leaves. He grins upon suffering. When he laughs, his mouth unhinges wide enough to blind even himself, and in that chosen blindness he toasts our ruin, for he keeps other eyes to see for him. From forest to concrete, the monster learned to wear a barong, takes the shape of a man who walks before the nation, and behind him is his true master, the wide-mouthed shadow, patient as drought. This governance, tinctured by the grove's dark craft, speech turned map to misdirection, law stitched from a monster's mirth, a people herded through corridors of fear. Our father's heart is devoured by the Tambaloslos. Under a new moon, the city petrifies to a crimson sea. Silences shot by whispers. He grabbed the gun, then fought back. The real bullet is the sneer that moves his hand. DPWH becomes the cult's instrument. Bridges built to nowhere. Roads riddled with omen, and only phantom projects. Ink that strays the mind. Funds flood the banks and carry off our country's hopes to corruption. The West Philippine Sea is offered up, sold to China. Water swirls to form coin-like eyes. The island's lulled by counterfeit promise, and the forest beast grins from the shore. The Tambaloslos. In buildings that never sleeps, the cult puts out more arms. The hiss of numbers becomes prayer. Prayer becomes a tax that will never see morning. Far courts weigh the heaviness of breath. ICC's gaze turns to the south. Our city's shadow flinches like a trapped beast. The cries of the poor are heard despite the monster's laughter. But a cult of dreams and fear thatch does not burn in daylight or conscience. One mouth to 1,000 throats. Bring him home. Between the words, the forest laughs again. Then came the daughter, bearing felled timber, salt on the grain, sin in the sap. On her shoulder the wood's familiar shadow, on her lips a word to deepen the country's sleep. Power from unknown sources. At a secret altar the names were sounded. Go, Della Rosa, Estrada, Padilla, Villanueva, Marcos. Marcoleta, Congress in a hush of lightning. Oath unbroken. He will return. We will bring him home. The beast whispers. From root to room. Batibat, mother of nightmares, faker of dreams, beds becoming grave, dream becoming cell. She is summoned, and the nation closes its eyes. That night nightmares move like tide. Feet kept time to a music no ear could catch. The Batabat sat upon the city's chest and breathed. Some wriggled free, toes twitching, thumbs bitten, old rights against the weight. But do you wake a nation up from a nightmare that's already inked into the calendar? Sarah, on 2028. Every alley is guided blindly. Tambaloslos charts are unlearning, brainwashing. The city a maze whose doors always open inward, no truth escapes. Everything is confidential. At the map's edge, a voice. It is ours, but let's just give away. The prophet returns to us. Only to us. China persuades us to drown, smiling upon our father's betrayal. Our father has sold off our waters, and you still the chant Duterte. Beneath lights that never set, dreams are retailed by the hour. A country brainwashed follows blindly, is easy to steal from. Just cover it with counterfeit heroism. The power is ours. The cold summons for an account of the sludge, the weight of the blood. Footsteps toward a necropolis, and grinning in the nave, the Tambaloslos in a cathedral with no priest. From posts from the secret timbers, the daughter carves a new religion. Between her words, do you hear it? The ululation, the weeping of trees cut down. Your countryman cries for justice. Bring him home, pleads those who are faithful to the dark. Salvation is a music of homesickness, played by the batabat in their sleep, prayed up by Tambaloslos at their waking days. In the Philippines, silence has a budget. Forgetting has a route. Troll farms. Fake news peddlers. Thorns flowering as fake reports. Turn your head and the thunder of lies performs for you. The daughter rages, kill the king. Kill the queen. Kill Martin Romualdez. She says, but be not deceived. It is the cult and the monster in her tongue speaking in the live stream. Not mere politics, but a liturgy of nightmare. The mouth monster swears to the spirit of the wait. I mislead the waking. You crush the sleepers. Seal it with grin and breath across the Philippines. Some twitch a toe. Wake up for a breath and whisper. This is not salvation. Yet each step respools the mind. Our belief to the saviors is nothing but a chapel of boards. Behold the shrine of the cult of the Tambaloslos, a cathedral of sleep and mockery of justice. The night's homily is ritual and refrain. Do not wake up to the truth. A toe jerks, teeth find their own flesh, one eye thins to light, and swiftly the DDS chorus muffles justice with a song, insincere, endless darkness, practiced amnesia, the song of the brainwashed loyal DDS. In the book of our nightmare's last paragraph, there no salivation until we wake up from it. From the forest to the palace, the West Philippine Sea to Davao, there is only a hum, a cult, a nightmare of endless derangement, deepening in the night where there is no news of the dawn to come.